13 tribes that populated an entire peninsula, a biblical patriarch whose name is still honored in Arabia today. This is the untold story of Joktan, Eber's second son, whose descendants became the Arab peoples long before Ishmael was born. Today, we're uncovering the forgotten lineage that shaped the Arabian world. Genesis 10:26-30 in the Berean Standard Bible gives us remarkable detail. Joktan was the father of Almodad, Shelef, Hazarmaveth, Jerah, Hadoram, Uzal, Dikla, Obal, Abimael, Sheba, Ophir, Havilah, and Jobab. All these were sons of Joktan. The region where they lived stretched from Mesha towards Sephar in the eastern hill country. 13 sons. No other person in Genesis 10 has this many children listed. This isn't coincidence, it's emphasizing the vast proliferation of Joktan's line across the Arabian Peninsula. Arab historians call him Qahtan, and to this day, southern Arabian tribes trace their lineage to him, distinguishing themselves from the Adnani Arabs descended from Ishmael. Let's connect some of these names to places and peoples. Hazarmaveth corresponds to Hadramaut, a region in Yemen that still bears this name today. Ancient Hadramaut was famous for frankincense, the same frankincense brought to baby Jesus. The connection is so precise that scholars consider this one of the strongest geographical correlations in the Table of Nations. Sheba. Yes, the same kingdom whose queen visited Solomon appears as Joktan's descendant. The Sabaean kingdom in Yemen left us thousands of inscriptions, mighty dams, and temples. Their wealth from controlling incense trade routes became legendary. When Jesus mentions the Queen of the South in Matthew 12:42, he's referring to this descendant of Joktan. Ophir, source of Solomon's gold, was another descendant of Joktan. While its exact location is debated, suggestions range from Yemen to India. The biblical association with maritime trade and gold fits the Arabian coastal kingdoms perfectly. Ancient inscriptions from Yemen mention Ophir as both a place and a tribe. Uzal particularly fascinates scholars. Ancient Arab historians identify Uzal as the original name of Sana'a, Yemen's capital. Ezekiel 27-19 mentions Dan and Javan from Uzal trading with Tyre, showing these Joktanite tribes were part of international commerce networks. Here's what's remarkable. While Hebrew descended through Peleg's line and Arabic through Ishmael, the languages of ancient South Arabia, descended from Joktan, form a bridge between them. Sabaean, Manaean, and Qahtanian inscriptions show languages that are clearly Semitic, but distinct from both Hebrew and Classical Arabic. They're linguistic fossils of Joktan's descendants. The geographical description from Mesha towards Sephar in the eastern hill country matches the Yemen highlands and southern Arabian regions perfectly. This wasn't desert wasteland, but fertile highlands with monsoon rains, supporting the advanced civilizations archaeology has uncovered. The Queen of Sheba didn't come from nomadic tribes, but from kingdoms with massive architecture and international trade. Why does this matter? Because it corrects a common misconception. Many Christians assume Arabs only descend from Ishmael, but the Bible shows Arab peoples existed long before Abraham's time. Joktan's descendants had established kingdoms, trade networks, and distinct languages centuries before Ishmael was born. When Hagar fled to the wilderness, she wasn't entering empty land, she was entering territories already populated by her distant cousins through Eber. This also illuminates prophecy. Isaiah 60-6 mentions Sheba bringing gold and incense, Joktan's descendants. Psalm 72-10 speaks of the kings of Sheba and Seba bringing gifts. These aren't random Gentile nations, but peoples with ancient connections to God's covenant history through Eber. Joktan's story reminds us that God's plan encompasses all peoples. While the biblical narrative follows Peleg's line to Abraham and Israel, it doesn't ignore Joktan's descendants. They appear at crucial moments, bringing gifts to Solomon, to Jesus, and prophetically to the Messianic kingdom. God keeps track of all Noah's descendants, not just the covenant line. Next episode, we'll explore how the mighty Assyrian Empire traces back to Ashur, Shem's second son, and how Assyrian Christians today maintain this ancient identity. We'll see how a people who once conquered the known world became a persecuted minority, preserving their heritage against all odds. Until then, study these genealogies. They're not just names, but nations in God's grand design. God bless, and see you next time.